Bake your cake on the stovetop. You steam the cake like a steamed pudding, better texture, and you also get a more evenly baked cake. First step is we have to make a aluminum foil coil. This is used so the pan sits on top of this little coil of foil just to suspend the baking pan above the water. Enough water, about 2/3 up the weight of the foil. The rest of it's pretty straightforward. Dry ingredients, all-purpose flour, cocoa powder. I like chocolate cakes made with cocoa powder. I think they have more intense flavor actually. Baking soda, it's acidic, so we use baking soda. Wet ingredients in a larger bowl, eggs, light brown sugar. We have sour cream, melted butter, espresso powder, vanilla, and water. Did you know that if you want a moist cake, you just add water to the batter? Sounds like it shouldn't work, but it does. Now we add the dry ingredients. This is a very loose, wet batter. Put that on top of the foil. Bring the water up to a boil, reduce it to a simmer. Put the top on. It cooks in about 20 to 25 minutes. We're gonna let it sit for half an hour, 45 minutes. Obviously, you don't want to burn yourself trying to get this out of a hot pan. I'm not making this up. This is not a...
So I saw this and I said it should not be that difficult. So I add most of the ingredients. So I'm just peeling off my chocolates. These chocolates had been abandoned. Did not taste great, but like you cannot waste. So I unwrapped all the chocolates and added the butter to it. I did not know how this was going to turn out, so I poured hot water into a bowl so that the two would melt together. And here I was mixing and mixing, thinking, oh, I'm about to create magic. But wait for it. I even used Dano milk that is expensive. Mix that to dissolve and set it aside. Broke egg that is now like 200 naira per one. Broke 3 eggs and added my vanilla flavor, Foster Clark's. No measurements, I'm just doing anything that comes to my mind. So I pour in the melted chocolate and butter, and then the milk. See all the ingredients I'm using. Mix that thoroughly, and then I moved on to the dry ingredients. My flour, I did not measure anything. I was just pouring according to the ancestors, you know. Then my Milo, I did not have cocoa powder, so I used my Milo, and then a milk flavor that I got from the vendor, and sugar. See me pour the sugar gently, knowing that I will still pour everything. Just pour everything. And then I mixed that thoroughly. I saw that this powder is still a little white. I added more Milo to it, and so I added water according to the video we first watched. Then I added my powdered ingredients. See me adding. I could have just put everything at once, but no. And look at what I'm using to mix my butter. Instead of using a whisking utensil, I'm using omorogun turning stick. This is the point you will know that this thing is not going to come out well. And then I forgot to add baking powder. Imagine, I forgot to add baking powder, and then I added the baking powder at this point, and obviously it did not mix in well. I added my dry fruit. See all the ingredients I'm using and wasting, only to come out with Amala at the end. Shasha. I continued mixing, and I poured that into my baking pan. I wrapped my baking pan with foil and poured the batter into it. So this is my aluminium base. Yes, I formed that, and then poured water into my biggest pot and set the butter gently on it. I don't know where I went wrong. Covered it, and voila. Here we go. This is the Amala I baked. So this thing did not come out well cooked. Only the underneath part seemed cooked, but the rest was a no. I don't know if anyone will be trying this, but I might try it again, but with an oven, not a stove or gas cooker. You can see it's not done. I think I should just stick to makeup content and leave the rest for food for chefs. Thanks for watching anyways. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe to this channel. Drop your comments. Thank you.